Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
I'll kind of give you another image from the Shelly Fire down in and around that Fort Jones region. You can see here's the latest imagery. Well, at least it's fairly latest. It was about a half an hour ago, and it's been going in and out in terms of blurriness. But here's pretty much what it looks like at this particular time. The good news is that the winds are very light, so the smoke has just been going straight up as opposed to blowing off towards the side. High temperatures for today, it was 89 degrees in Brookings, so very, very warm along the Oregon coast. Right around 110 degrees for Grants Pass, Medford, and Montague. 111 and 112 are the common numbers for those three locations. 104 in Mount Shasta City, 102 degrees in Klamath Falls. Today may have been the hottest day for the next several, although I'm not saying it's going to be significantly cooler, but it might be just a tiny bit. We're not going to really notice it, though. We'll show you in terms of the forecast coming up, though. But temperatures in the 60s and 70s east of the Cascades. We're still in the upper 80s in the Rogue Valley, so a balmy night so far. 78 in Montague and 67 right now in Brookings. So for tonight, for Brookings, we're expecting about 61 degrees. Still mid to upper 60s for the Rogue Valley, so a very warm night. Wouldn't be surprised if we do actually make it into this 70, 71 degree range just from the current trends of the temperatures. We're expecting 70 in Wairika, a little bit cooler in Mount Shasta City at 60, but upper 50s, low 60s east of the Cascades. So again, just very warm night all around the region. As for tomorrow, we're expecting 83 in Brookings, about 110 degrees for inland areas, at least for the Rogue and Shasta Valley. So a couple degrees cooler, but like I said, you're not going to notice that. 106 for Mount Shasta City, and right around 100 degrees for Klamath Falls and Lakeview, 98 degrees. So we have all the hot air. It's up and down the entire west coast, extending out to about Utah. So we're not the only ones under the heat, and we're going to be expecting this heat at least through Tuesday. We do have the high fire danger for areas shaded in red for southwestern Oregon and western Siskiyou County for tomorrow afternoon and into the evening from about 2 o'clock in the afternoon through 8 o'clock at night. Again, one less spark, one less fire, so keep in mind exactly what you're doing with anything that has to do with any sparks for tomorrow. Very low humidity. And again, those winds picking up into the afternoon around 20 miles an hour. So the hottest temperatures are going to start to slowly, and I mean very slowly, shift off towards the east over the next couple of days. So we're going to continue with the dangerous heat for the next 3 days, including for today. Once we get towards about the 10th through the 14th, we're going to have a system move mostly into southern Canada and just clipping Washington, but it'll have just enough energy for us to cool off a little bit more. So then we're going to be looking at temperatures getting close to 100 degrees. Hey, 100 degrees, that's better than 110, right? But that will continue to shift off towards the east. And then we kind of get into a pattern where we're going to have very weak systems just grazing our region. It may not do much in terms of maybe even cloud cover, even thunderstorms at this particular point, which would be good. But it would keep temperatures at least in check to where they're just a manageable hot, 100 degrees-ish. But then we get towards the 15th and 16th, and then we're going to start getting a little bit more of a stronger onshore push, and temperatures getting closer to our seasonal average into the mid-90s. And then even kind of farther out than that, we may start to drop temperatures a little bit more. So this could just be the hottest temperatures for a while, at least that's the hope. For the Oregon coast, temperatures into the 80s for the next couple of days. Then we get some onshore flow on Tuesday. Temperatures cool a little bit more, and then the offshore flow comes back, and the temperatures back into the low 80s. Northern California, it's going to be blazing hot, between 100 and 110 for the next several days. Hottest temperatures for the next couple of days, with a very slow cooling trend by the end of the week, with lows eventually getting into the lower 60s. Klamath Basin right around 100 through Tuesday, with overnight lows into the 50s, eventually cooling to the mid-90s by the end of the week. Cascades 90s through Tuesday, 80s Wednesday through Saturday. So you can see a very slow cooling trend as well. And again, for here in the Rogue Valley, again, very, very hot conditions, high fire danger for tomorrow. Temperatures don't really cool off until maybe Wednesday or Thursday, when we might not actually make 100 degrees, but then we kind of stay hot for the weekend.